Good morning, children. Today we will start the topic multiplication of rational number. In multiplication of rational number, when we are reading rational number, we are knowing that we have done fraction only. So whatever be the fraction properties are there, the whole property we will be applying over here only. Only the differences in the fraction we are multiplying the whole numbers, and in this rational number we are multiplying the integers. So if there are two rational numbers, a by b and c by d, and if we have to multiply, this implies a by b into c by d can be given by ac by bd, or you can simply write down a into c into b by d. Right? So this is the multiplication. Numerator get multiplied by numerator, denominator get multiplied by denominator. Of course, you can convert into the standard form. Any numerator part can be eliminated by the denominator part, and similarly denominator part can be eliminated by the any of the numerator part. If some common term is between a and d, we can eliminate a and d. Similarly, if there is b and c, we can eliminate these two. So these are the properties. Example. First example we can take 2 by 3 into minus 5 by 7. First of all, I would like to check whether there is any common terms, common factor between the numerator and denominator, either of the two denominators or either of the two numerators. So there is no common factor from 2 and 3 and 7. Similarly 5, 3, 7, no common factors. So we will just multiply numerator to numerator, that is minus 10 and 3 7s are 21. One more example I can take, minus 7 by 8 into 3 by 5. Again I will check whether there is any common factors between numerators and denominator. So we can write minus 21 by 40. By this method we can do different type of multiplication, right? Now some properties of multiplication for rational numbers. So we will discuss all that 5 properties, and apart from that 5 properties we are having one more property over here, that is distributive property. Actually we are doing all these 6 properties in all the operations. So here we are total 6 property. The first one is closure, then commutative, then associative, existence of multiplicative identity, existence of multiplicative inverse, and the distributive property. Children, whenever you are going to discuss any number system or any operation, like over here we are discussing the rational number and multiplication, so we have to deal with all the operations. These all 5 operations, 6 operations are necessary. So what do you mean by the closure property? Closure property says कि whenever you are multiplying two rational numbers, the result will always be a rational number. If it holds, then closure property is holding. If it doesn't hold, that means it does not hold. Say for example, I am giving you just an example. Say addition of two natural number is natural number, but subtraction of two natural number is not natural number. So for the natural number, addition closure property satisfy, but for natural number, subtraction closure property doesn't satisfy. Clear? So now we get back to multiplication and rational number. When we multiply two rational numbers, obviously the multiplication of two rational number is always in rational number. So yes, it satisfies closure property. Whenever we are multiplying two rational numbers, the resultant will always be in rational number. It would not be something else. It would not be a rational number. That was not the case. What is the commutative property? The changing of the order. If I am multiplying a by b into c by d, and if I multiply c by d into a by b, this is known as the order changing. When we are multiplying two rational numbers, I am multiplying a by b into c by d or c by d into a by b. The result is same. The third one, associative. If we are multiplying three rational numbers and we are changing the orders, the result is same. A by b into c by d. First we multiply this and then multiply p by q, or a by b is multiplied later on. First we multiply c by d and p by q. The result is same. Okay. Now the next one is existence of multiplicative identity. Existence of multiplicative identity, children. What do you mean by the existence of multiplicative identity? Some number exists in all the group which is such that when we multiply with any rational number, we get the same rational number. For example, if I have to multiply a by b, then what is the number I should multiply in a by b so that I get a by b? All of you knowing this result? It is 1. So in a by b we are multiplying 1. Okay. So a by b into 1 is equal to 1. So here multiplicative identity exists. What is the additive identity for rational number? 0. Because in every rational number when we add 0, we will get the same rational number. Identity means the mirror reflection. The same thing I am getting. So in the multiplication case, if I am multiplying by 1, then I get the same number. If I multiply by 0, I get 0. So 0 is not the multiplicative identity. 1 is the multiplicative identity. 0 is the additive identity. And existence of multiplicative inverse. The next property is existence of multiplicative inverse. Yes, children, the next property is existence of multiplicative inverse, that is also known as the reciprocal. In a by b, what I should multiply to get the additive identity of multiplication, that is 1. So in a by b, how much I should multiply to 1, get 1? So it is b by a. So this b by a is known as the multiplicative inverse of a by b. So we can write down multiplicative inverse of a by b is equal to b by a, or simply we can write reciprocal of a by b is equal to b by a. Right? So reciprocal of a by b is b by a. Example, 1 by 2 reciprocal, 2 by 1. Minus 3 by 2 reciprocal, you will write in the standard form only, minus 2 by 3. So this is reciprocal, and so on. Okay. Now the next property is distributive. Now the next property is distributive property. In distributive property, we require two operations. So it is better we should write distributive law for multiplication. Distributive law for multiplication over addition. Because I am adding two operations, so that's why I should write distributive law of multiplication over addition. So this says if you are multiplying one rational number and you are adding two rational numbers, so it can be written as a by b into c by d plus a by b into b by a. This is not the new property, we have already done in integers, so it is nothing new. Verification check questions will come. I will upload one more video regarding the verification part. So verification questions can come in the long answer type questions, so you have to be very careful while doing the verification part. Right, children? So this is all about exercise 1D. Thank you.